Guys, come on in and have a seat.
Oh my god.
But truthfully, there is no pumping going on.
Yeah.
You guys, thanks. I know it's not easy to like break away from campus, drive over here and do this, and you probably you got bribed by somebody.
I live around the corner, so I just kind of.
Oh, don't. Now you're making it sound easy, Dan. Yet you were still paranoid that something else was going on. How many have ever participated in a focus group before? Anybody? I want to tell you that there's some kind of ground rules and some kind of process that's a little bit different than a typical meeting. Is that there is a method to the madness. I have some topics that I want to cover. At times it might feel like we jump around a little bit. I'm going to watch the clock. Is anybody really pressured to get back for class? Any issues that are...
I'll have class at 1.
Okay, well, we'll be done way before then. Yeah, no problem. Anybody else, anything? Okay. We should be done close to noon or just after. But it will happen like this, is that, we're going to try to get as much information out of you as I possibly can. I'll put these here. In the time that we have. And, things like this can happen. Is it Timothy or Tim?
Timothy, yeah, Tim's fine.
Tim?
Yeah.
Either one? Can I go back and forth?
Yeah,
Both?
yeah, you can go back, it doesn't matter.
I'll start with Timothy.
All right.
Timothy is going to say the most brilliant thing of all day, okay? But the truth is that I might try to move the conversation away from him and try to get other people's opinions. So don't feel like I'm trying to do something disrespectful to you. It's just that I'm being selfish and trying to gather information. That's why it's going to feel a little different. The other thing too is that don't try to outguess what you think I might want for an answer, okay? A focus group, and that's what this is, it's a form of public opinion research. There are no right and wrong answers. Really what's important is really the truth, okay? So don't feel like you have to say something because you were supposed to say it. And also don't feel like you have to say something because everybody else said it. We're not looking for consensus. I'm not looking necessarily for agreement. It's a small group. Three of you could say one thing, and Becky, you could be the standalone, right? Mm-hmm. But the truth is that outside this room, you might have the majority opinion. So just feel comfortable and kind of say exactly what's on your mind. Say the first thing that comes to your mind. Just don't get too uptight about looking for the right solutions. And we have one more.
Hi. I think there's actually a few people still.
What's that?
I think there's actually a few more coming still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like 3 more that just walked in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hold up a second and we'll see, and then we'll get everybody started at the same time. How's that? Awesome. I'll be right back.
Big two-way here.
I feel like you could be in it's almost like Law and Order SVU kind of thing. And jump out and be like, what the hell did you do to that man? In the back. No, come back, stay with us.
It's cop, cop.
The minute you walked in the room, I noticed it too. I was like, 2 a.m. Sorry, like 10 people sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
I heard him laughing too. I'm like, man, this is great.
Look at this guy.
Hello.
How's it going?
So much.
How's it going, Scott?
Steve. Awesome. Steve.
Tim.
Nice to meet you, Austin.
Scott.
Steve and Chase.
Kayla.
Scott.
Hi, Stefan.
Hey, Dude, you guys got a name tag?
Yeah, maybe I think that's any video.
No.
Okay, more people to play with now. I notice you all said away from me down here, right? Is that, yeah, smart. Okay, I'm starting to do just a little bit of an introduction and talk about the process. I'm going to go over just a little bit of it again. Have you, any chance you guys have ever participated in a focus group before? Okay, here's the good parts of this. No right or wrong answers. I'm really looking for opinions, really looking for honesty in those opinions. So don't feel bad or don't feel guilty you're supposed to answer one way. Just tell the truth. Scott, you know what I'm talking about too. Tell already. It is public opinion research, and that's why it's important for you guys to kind of just share what's real, all right? You guys feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah.
You feel comfortable doing that if everybody in this room disagrees with you? Can you hang tough and do that? Yeah, no problem. Austin? Yeah?
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Can I have a name tag?
Oh. You sat too close to me and they voted you out. The other thing too I was explaining is that as we do this, I'm going to watch the clock. We're starting a little late. We're probably going to finish about in an hour. Is that going to pose a problem for anybody? You guys good with classes, anything at all? Okay, it won't be painful, I promise. Ish. There will be a time that, somebody might say something, and unlike a regular meeting, I might try to move the conversation around and get other people's opinions. It's not because, Austin, really I didn't want to listen to you anymore. It's that I'm being selfish and trying to get as much information as I can, okay? So some of that's a little bit different than a typical meeting, but it's just the nature of the beast. The other thing too is, I don't know if you noticed, there's a huge giant mirror behind me. Did you see that? Okay. What do you think the odds are that anybody could possibly be behind the mirror?
Probably very 100%.
Give me a percentage. What do you think it is?
100%.
Yeah, I'd go a full 100. The reason for that, and also that little box that's above me that's a camera, is on. And if you look straight up, you'd also see these little dots in the ceiling. Oh, imagine that. We're recording this. And the reason is this, as exciting as this conversation is going to be, it's not going to be on YouTube later. Okay? It's all confidential inside this room. But we have to gather the information, we have to report the information and understand it. And so at times we're going to be talking about things that'll be serious. At times you might be making jokes. But we kind of have to tease that apart and understand what the real meanings were. And that means paying more attention to it than just the discussion right now. If anybody doesn't want to be recorded, if any of you have pictures in the post office, anything that you're worried about, you don't have to stay. But other than that, that's really the real plan. You guys good with that? Okay. I'm going to jump into it just to kind of save a little bit of time. I will do this time since we have more people. If you would, go around the table one time, just introduce yourself. Tell me if you're from this area and what your major is. I'll start with Becky.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Becky. I don't live in this area, but I go to Fresno State and my major is linguistics.
Okay.
I'm Keela. I'm not from Fresno area. I'm from Modesto. My major is biology.
I'm Chase. I'm from Bakersfield. This is my first year at Fresno State. I'm a business major.
All right.
I'm Steven. I'm from Bakersfield, and I'm a psychology major.
All right.
And I'm Tim. I'm a philosophy major, and I'm from Northern California, Tracy.
Okay.
I'm Stefan. I'm from Fresno. I'm a biology major.
Okay, perfect. A lot of biology majors there. So now we're going to do a little dissection. First question I'm going to ask you. Do you read any newspapers? And I'm talking about, paper newspapers. Do you read any of them on a regular basis? I'm going to go right back around. Stefan, any paper on a regular basis?
Pretty regularly, I'll just pull the sports section out of the Fresno Bee.
Okay.
That's about it, though.
And regular is how often?
Probably like 3 to 4 times a week or something.
Mondays?
Yeah, Mondays, the Sunday one. Usually like maybe Saturdays, see the high school football stuff.
Okay. Timothy?
No.
No, not really at all.
No more. No.
Steven?
I don't really read paper newspapers anymore.
No. Scott?
Same here now.
No?
I don't have access to them, so
No.
I mean, I would if I could.
What would you read?
Well, when I was in Bakersfield, like living home, I would read the paper.
California?
So Bakersfield, California.
Yeah.
But like not having access to that now, living at where I live, I don't have time.
Okay. Because
So,
local news was at the...
Yeah, I mean, I like to keep up on that. I can watch the news at 5 o'clock or whatever.
Okay. Kayla?
Nope,
Nope.
not at all.
Becky, no? Okay, so none. Good. You guys share the truth. What's your favorite television? Do you watch any television news program?
I'm I mean, like the local one every now and then with my dad. That's about it. Like at 6 or whatever it is.
Okay. What's your favorite TV program?
Sports Center.
Sports Center?
Yeah.
Do you watch any news on TV?
ABC, I think.
Yeah.
ABC 30.
Yeah?
Yeah, it comes on at 10. And then, favorite TV program, I don't really watch too much TV, so I don't have a favorite.
Okay. Steven?
I watch CNN a lot.
Like ESPN, that's what I'm on if I'm watching something else.
Okay, perfect.
I'm a big ESPN guy, but like I don't really watch news channels because I feel like they're biased a lot, so I just kind of stay away from it. But my favorite TV program, like show, probably Breaking Bad, even though it's over.
Okay. Now you gotta find a new one.
Yeah, I got Walking Dead, I'm following that.
Okay.
I don't really know what news station is. On my break, when I'm at work, the news is always on, so I watch it because it's there.
Mhm.
Favorite regular shows? Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and stuff like that.
Okay. Becky?
Well, I hardly watch it on television at all, and that includes news too. But once in a while, my parents watch it on mom TV. Like, once in a while, I'll just sit there and watch it a little bit.
Now, you guys watching traditional TV or is this, Netflix?
Netflix.
Well, I use a lot of Netflix.
Netflix?
Traditional for me.
Traditional?
Not as access. I mean, if you have access to cable, yeah, I'll watch TV. But if you don't, then log on the computer and get Netflix.
Okay. Hey, just curious, a lot of you said Channel 30. How many people have the Channel 30 app? Does anybody? No? No? No one? How many in the room have a smartphone? Becky, you're the sole holdout. You're the wise one, huh? Do you ever visit any news sites, specifically news sites online?
Not really.
Yeah, not specific news sites, no.
No?
I do quite often at work. Like when I work at an apartment complex, so at nighttime when there's nothing to do, I just sit on CNN or Fox or whatever, just kind of looking through news. So.
Okay.
What do we classify as news? Like, just, like, are we talking, like...
Apparently anything. Come on.
Alright, well, I mean, I follow, like, I don't know, like, on, like, different sites, like, I don't know if you heard of, like, Gizmodo, but they follow, like technology news and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
Oh, perfect.
I guess like that.
I'd say most of the time, like where I get my news from would be Twitter. Is they have like sort of like it's like a feed separate from like who you follow, and it has just like top stories. And on there all the time is Bleacher Report, which is like a sports thing. Sometimes they'll have, and it's kind of cool because it'll have like the topic and then a picture. So they'll even have stuff from like the New York Times or LA Times, and sometimes I'll go on there. But it's not like I can say anything regularly, like I'm going and accessing. It's what I see. So that's
So it's kind of fed out to you.
yeah. It's like they're not like it's basically like top news stories. So it's not like anything like there are ads, but then like there's ads and there's separate like there's the news stories and the ads. So that's what.
Okay. You know, when you said that, I saw a few heads nod yes.
Well, I don't go to specific news websites, but I follow ABC 30 on Twitter, and I follow KTVU 2 on Twitter, and that's a Bay Area news station. And I just follow them because, you know, it's kind of close to home, so I like to know what's going on out there, too.
Okay. And same thing, I saw you kind of nod your head yes.
Yeah, I mean, if I see something relevant, like that catches my eye, like on Twitter or Facebook, then I'll go look at it. Like I saw the other day, that Bakersfield was the drunkest city in America.
Sad too.
Totally read the article that was in, I think, the news or the paper that day online. I read that article, but like stuff like that, like catch my eye, I'll go read it. I follow like Bleacher Report, I have that app, which is a sports,
How
kinda
many
like a
people?
sports paper.
Anybody else read headlines in that sense from a news standpoint that are from tweets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of the time.
That was a yes, 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 yes. You guys? No,
I
no.
don't use Twitter.
I don't use Twitter either.
How many people have a Twitter account? Would you say you're fairly active on it?
Yeah.
And two of you both no. How many people have a Facebook account? Everybody has a Facebook. Would you guys say you're active on it?
Not much.
I'd look at it, but
Yeah, I
it's
check it
been
every
dwindling.
now
It's
and
been dwindling down.
then.
Past
So-
couple of years, I guess. I don't know.
You guys believe that? You feel like it's
Well,
kind
mine
of
just resparked, so
it's just resparked?
Yeah.
You made friends?
No, I mean I had a
Your
Facebook
friends?
account and I stopped using it, and then like recently I just started using it again.
What made you start using it again?
No, just randomly, I don't know.
Just because?
Like, yeah. Well, I think it was because my frat, we were throwing a party, so I got on there to start inviting people and kind of making the party relevant on Facebook, and I just kind of got wrapped up in it. So now I've been on it more often because I hadn't touched it for like 8 months, 8 or 9 months.
Somebody said kind of dwindling. What's the sense of it dwindling to you?
I don't know, it's like, you just get bored of it, I guess. I don't know, it just gets annoying seeing people post some weird
Less
things,
people
or
using it in general.
less
Yeah.
people on it, like the same thing every day, or.
It's always the same person, same.
And sometimes you just befriend that person because you
Yeah,
just get so
that's it.
annoyed with them.
That's
You
what
really,
I'm
Same
you really don't
thing.
want to see what they're having for lunch today.
Yeah, or like just some random drama they have in their life
Yeah, like,
every
I don't
day. It's
care.
like, I don't want to hear about that, but I don't
Okay.
know. Same with MySpace, that just dwindled all the way down.
That was so long ago.
Okay, so I'm going to go through a list of kind of categories, and I want you to tell me, you know, where you would go for sources of information. Sports. Where do you look for information for sports if you do?
ESPN.com.
ESPN app on my phone.
And Bleacher Report.
And Bleacher Report.
And Score
Yes.
Center on the app.
Yeah.
Or ask Siri.
Ask Siri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siri.
She's not calling Fresno State as her favorite
Yahoo,
team anymore.
Yahoo every once in a while because I have a fantasy team on there.
Yeah. Hey, that's a question on your computer. What's your home page?
Google.
Google,
Yahoo.
Yahoo,
Facebook.
Facebook,
I think mine's Apple, but that's because I haven't changed it. But I
Yeah.
go to Yahoo.
whatever they sent you.
Yeah, whatever it's on.
Okay.
Google, I think, or it's like the favorite Google and like your favorite like most visited
Yeah.
sites.
Okay, so you kind of decorate it with some of your interests.
Like-
No, it's actually it just comes up on its own. Like I didn't put in there. It's just like whatever you visit the most, just notice it. Like so I have
Oh, okay.
like Facebook's down there.
Careful what all you fess up to now.
I mean, no, like Facebook's down there, and then like my bank stuff, and like I ref water polo, so like that site's on there, and then obviously like Blackboard for school is the most visited.
Okay.
I don't know, mine's kind of, it's some random website I never use. I just can't get out of it, it's just weird. I don't know why it's there, but I always go right to Google, I don't know why.
Okay.
Google.
Google,
Mine's Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
Okay. Same topic. You know, we said sports, fashion, clothes. Do you guys have any places you search for?
Not
Karma
really.
Loop.
Shop what?
Karma Loop?
Karma Loop?
Not really big
Jack
into
Threads.
shopping.
I shop a lot Forever 21.
I'm sorry,
I shop a lot Forever 21 online.
Okay. Okay. Any place else?
If I ever buy like clothes, it's usually online.
Like fashion news, is that what you're saying? Like
Well, both fashion news, and then I was going to carry it out actually to shopping.
I mean, like, I don't really care about the news, I just, if I like something, I'll go find it.
So go back to sales then. Do you look for sales online?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do you do that? What do you do?
I usually try to find the best deals. If I can find coupons, I definitely use those codes. I've gotten like 50% off on stuff before using codes. I do not overprice something. Like if it's too high for me, I won't buy it. Like I'll just skip it.
Anybody else agree with that? Do you guys do the same thing?
I just
Scott?
Google stuff.
Just Google?
I Google things.
I'm more of an in-store shopper, so.
Yeah, same.
I'll
Usually,
just
if
go-
I like search something on Google, like you know how they have like the options, I'll go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find the lowest price. I'll definitely go to that one.
Okay. Anything else to add to that, Steven?
I just get I usually get email offers. So like when I shop in the store, they have you fill out whatever, like put your email down for special offers, and I just get offers in my email. And oh, cool, looks cool at the store. I don't really shop online much.
Do you always open those, or do you eventually start to kind of?
It just depends on what store it is. Like the stores I shop in often, I'll look at them, but the crap that I get from places I never go to, usually won't.
You kind of send that stuff away then eventually.
Yeah, I just open them and then delete them.
Okay. What about things like politics? You know, if you wanted to see, you know, what election results were, where would you look?
Twitter, as bad as that is. Twitter, like I don't know, everything pops up because every like major news station has their Twitter account, and like people talk about it, and it's just easy access to all of that.
Okay.
I'll Google it, try to weed out as much. I know news stations are biased, so I'll try to like weed out like them over biased websites or news feeds, and I'll just try to do it that way if it's like politics wise.
All right. Steven?
I usually go to CNN for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'd probably just look it up on Yahoo. Or Google it or something.
Austin?
Well, it sucks now because my government teacher, he always had like I always knew what was going on that year I was in Gov this last year because I'm a freshman. But so now it was basically like Google and then visit like the top 3 sites and like hear like literally 2 differing complete ends of the spectrums about these ideals and just like I guess take what I can take from it at face value, if that makes sense. Try to find, like he was saying, the most unbiased source or piece of information.
If I go on Yahoo, like how you slides keep going and stuff, I'll see like political news on there, but I don't really check up on it too much. I kind of stay out of it because I'm scared. Like I don't want to know what's going on. Like I don't want to.
I'm not ready for this yet.
I don't want to hate someone. I don't want to love someone. I'm not in the real world yet. I'm still in college, and I'm just staying out of it.
Okay.
Google.
Google?
Well, like I said, I have Yahoo on my homepage, so like him, like when the news flash, like, yeah, whatever interests me, I just click on it.
What about crime? What about crime issues?
That's usually my Twitter newsfeed when something pops up, or or Facebook.
Okay.
The ABC 30 app is like, I don't follow it, but because so many people that like I know through Twitter follow it, it'll come up and it'll be like 2 people stabbed at Fresno State. I'm like, awesome, there we go again. So and then we get emails. Well, I've gotten emails from Fresno State about crime on campus.
How many have you seen those emails that come through?
Recently,
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Do you open those every time?
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
Every time?
Unless like I didn't check my email, but if I do check it like later, I'll still open it and see what happened.
Yeah.
I
Every time?
Yeah, I get straight to my phone, so I just open it.
Every time?
Yeah, same thing.
Every time?
Every time until they sent like this 5 emails about the same thing with like.
I've seen that before, yeah.
He was 6'2". No, never mind. He was 6'1". So after like the 3rd one, I was like, okay. I opened it. I'm like, okay, it's the same one, and then I just.
But if it had been a one-time occurrence.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Crime kind of interests me in that aspect. I don't know. It's kind of, I want to see what's happening,
Do you guys open those emails?
Yeah.
Do you open them every time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time.
Okay. Entertainment news.
Social media, like Twitter and everything.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, social media.
Okay.
Yeah. Social media.
Probably the same.
Facebook, definitely.
What's social? We talked about Twitter. We talked about Facebook. Other social media. Instagram. How many people have an Instagram account? Everybody but one.
I don't have it either.
2. Everybody but 2. Okay. Anything else? Any other sites that you're using?
Fine.
What's that?
Vine.
Fine.
It has no useful information on
I
it.
actually
Yeah,
follow
it's
this website. I forgot what it's called. I think it starts with an I. It's like a movie.
IMDb.
IMDb.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I have that.
For movies, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
I
can
have
go on
that
there
now.
and see who's gonna be the next Batman or
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Okay. How many people have access to that site before? Okay. Do you guys, when you're doing this, are you using a desktop, laptop, tablet, your phone?
Either my phone or
Oh,
laptop.
How many say phone?
A lot of times on the
Most of the
phone. And cloud.
Yeah, that's what scares me probably most. What about activities? If you had to figure out something to do tomorrow, Saturday, what would you do? Where would you look? Something new, something.
Groupon, Living Social. And see if they have any deals for anything. And if not there, then Google or Facebook.
Okay. Any other places?
You talking like physical activities or like online?
However you want to probably define that one. I was thinking more physical, but places to go, things
The
to
weather
do.
right now, I probably want to stay inside, but usually I go to the gym like all the time. But
Well, like you said, finding out new things, mine would probably be word of mouth. Like,
Yeah.
is like texting. I guess that's like obviously over technology, but I'd be, instead of looking for something from like a 3rd-party source, I'd be like someone I know, like probably one of these 3 guys right here. But it's just easy with your friends. Like, hey, have you heard this new place to eat? And then how many people you know is depending on what information you can get from them.
Okay. Okay. What about information about school in general? Where do you find that? Anything that's happening from a political, academic, school issues, news issues on campus?
Google.
Google?
And like I go from Google to the Fresno State site, and that's about it. It's the whole process.
My Fresno State home, Fresno State home page.
Email to the
Emails.
for the Fresno State. Yeah.
Okay.
And my Fresno State page usually has like a news category on it. That's where I usually look at.
Is there any information that you guys have a hard time finding that you wish you could have access to? Is there, or have you ever found yourself looking for something and you're going, God, this is just kind of hard to find?
Yeah, what was
Like what kind of like for the school?
For anything.
Oh.
So maybe like events going on at campus. Like sometimes I'll just be walking around and see them instead of like knowing about them ahead of time.
They don't post a lot of like stuff in the news category. Like a lot of times, just like outdated.
Yeah.
Where's the relevant stuff that's going on right now?
Where would you find a good calendar for upcoming things?
Oh no.
I have one just at work, because like at my apartment complex, it's student housing, so we post that stuff like ourselves, and all the people at our apartment complex knows what's going on all around campus and the Samar Center and stuff. But
Okay.
I live there. Last year that was definitely relevant.
How about you guys? Becky, where would you look for, where would you think you might look for a calendar of things around school?
Honestly, I don't really look at them. Yeah.
No?
I just go to the school page and search engine it, like in the search for the page.
When you say school page, what do you mean?
Like the Fresno State page,
Okay.
and they have that little search bar in the corner and just
Mhm.
type in what I'm looking for. But sometimes they put the older stuff first for some reason. Like I'll
Yeah.
look for the calendar or something and I'll have 2007 first. I'm like, that's not handy at all.
It's
So-
probably still not going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many people go on Fresno State's page like that? Do you guys do that?
I only go when I need to search for certain things, like if for certain department, I
On
want
my-
to look at the
The
catalog.
junior college I went to in Bakersfield, they actually had like a calendar that had like the events all the time, like on the actual like the front page.
Mhm.
Fresno State doesn't have that. It kind of makes me mad sometimes. Like I don't know what's going on.
Was this something you used pretty frequently?
I mean, I could right when I go into cause I have to go in that to get to whatever I have to do, like email or whatever. And I would see it right there. It's boom. You can't miss it. And then I go into Fresno State. I don't see anything.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to do this. Trust me on this one. Everybody close their eyes. Just close your eyes for a second. I'm gonna say collegian. And I want you to get that first response, whether it's words or a picture or whatever it is, okay? Save it. Don't copy anyone else's. Just whatever it is, it's important to know what the first one you had is. Open your eyes. And Becky, when I said collegian, what'd you think?
Newspaper.
Just newspaper was the word that came out.
The picture of the newspaper.
Picture of the newspaper.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Mine would be, it was the first week of school, and we were walking, Stefan and I were walking through, we got done with class reading on Friday, and they had all the news stuff. I'm like, let's see if we can go get some, go check out some stuff or whatever. And we were walking by, and these girls showed us, like, free Starbucks cards, and like, okay, what do we have to do? And it's like, download the Collegian app. So we got the Collegian app. So that was like my first, that's exactly what I thought about when you said Collegian. So that was my first experience with it, and then knowing what it was. So.
Scott?
I thought of like, I don't know why, I thought of like a big white pillar, like one of the, like almost like in front of the Smith camp building, like, I don't know,
Really?
that's what I imagined, yeah.
That's just what came up, okay?
That's what came up.
Yeah. Steven, you're a psychology major?
Yeah.
Okay, tell Scott what's wrong.
So, no.
What'd you think?
I kind of just thought of like a specific place on campus that I always see the Collegian. Like,
Where is that?
Next to the North Gym. Like, I don't know what building that is. That's right next to the roundabout.
Okay.
There's a spot there that I always see going. That's where I skateboard from my apartment over there. So
Okay.
I just pictured that spot.